Welcome to our series on Food and Nutrition Services Competency Training. Today's topic is portion control. Before we begin, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Linda Roberts, and I'm a registered dietitian. I started my dietitian consulting business, Linda Roberts and Associates, about 22 years ago. I have provided nutrition care and food safety training to countless numbers of residents, dietitians, and CDMs. Here are a couple photos to help you get to know me. I love traveling, hiking, cooking, and being with my family. The point of today's video is portion control. Why do we bother with portion control? Because CMS has regulations such as F803 and F808 that insist we do. F803 states menus must meet the nutritional needs of the resident, and residents receive food in the amount, type, and consistency to maintain normal body weight. F808 states diet ordered by physician or delegated to the dietitian as part of the treatment for a disease or clinical condition. That might include a no added salt diet, a low concentrated sweet diet, perhaps a low potassium diet for somebody on dialysis, or maybe a double protein diet for someone needing more protein and calories. F808 also includes mechanically altered diet. The texture of the food has been altered. This includes the puree diet and the mechanical soft diet. So the CDM and/or RD develop a menu that meets the minimum nutrition requirements. So here's an example of a WAG, or a week at a glance. It gives an overview of the regular menu for the week. In our example, you can see Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's also broken down into breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And all the regular food items are included on this week at a glance. In addition, the RD plans the therapeutic diets. So in our example, you can see a copy of a therapeutic spreadsheet, which includes portion sizes of both the regular and the therapeutic diets. Within the spreadsheet is the portion size of all foods to be served. So the regular diet portion size of the Southern style beef stew is 1 cup. These portions meet the nutritional needs of most residents. In this example, the puree diet portion for the beef stew pureed is 2 number 8 scoops. In order to serve the correct portion, we use measured scoops and spoodles. You can see from this chart that there are different colors, handles that correspond to different scoop sizes. The gray scoop should look pretty familiar. Let's go through these color charts with scoop size and scoop volume. The white handled scoop is a number 6 and provides about 2/3 of a cup. The gray handled scoop is a number 8 and it provides about a half a cup. The ivory handle is a number 10 and provides about 3/8 of a cup. The green handled number 12 provides about 1/3 of a cup. The blue handled number 16 provides about 1/4 of a cup. And the yellow handled number 20 provides about 2 tablespoons. What scoop would you use for the regular green beans? Well, in our example, it shows that the serving size for the green beans is a half a cup. When we go look at our color chart, we find that the half a cup is the number 8 scoop with the gray handle, our old friend. What scoop would you use for the pureed green beans? Now, according to our example, it says we'd use the blue number 16. Why do we use a number 8 scoop for the regular green beans and serve a number 16 scoop for the pureed green beans? Well, when the green beans are pureed, they become more dense. Therefore, we get the same amount of beans in a smaller scoop. What scoop would you use for the pureed beef stew? We would use the gray number 8 scoop 2 times, so we would put 2 scoops of the pureed beef stew on the plate for service. Scoops measure volume just like this measuring cup. In this example, you can see the number 2 stands for 2 cups, and then the 16 stands for 16 fluid ounces. Scales measure weight. Scoops do not measure weight. It is the scale that measures the weight. So let's say we have a menu item of pork chop that calls for a 3-ounce serving cooked. We would use a scale to measure the weight of the pork chop. Note this is a scale that measures in ounces. Right next to the 0 is an OZ, which stands for ounces. Before we put the pork chop on the scale, we would 0 it. If you're using a plate, place the empty plate onto the scale and move the dial to 0 it. We only want to weigh the pork chop, not the plate and the chop. Place the pork chop on the scale. This illustrates using deli tissue. Note the red arrow points to the 3-ounce mark. Sometimes our item may measure a little over. Sometimes our item may be below. It is not okay to serve less than 3 ounces if the menu calls for a 3-ounce portion. We just covered the proper use of the scale. Now let's turn our attention to the proper use of the scoop. Make sure to fill the scoop and level the food product. Do not use heaping scoops. This may cause you to run out of the food during meal service. Here's another example. The scoop is filled with the meat. The portion has been leveled off, and then gloves are worn to prevent bare hand contact with ready-to-eat foods. So let's wrap this up. Therapeutic spreadsheet identify the portion size. Standardized scoops are used to measure food. Scales are used to measure the weight of the food. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this presentation, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/rdoffice.